Are you looking for keto recipes for your meals? Here's a 20 easy and tasty keto recipes for dinner dessert. A keto or ketogenic diet is a low-carb, high-fat eating regime which will enable you to consume fat more. Here's a list of 20 keto recipes which will enable you to lose excess fat without feeling hungry all the time. A real keto food on a plate includes chicken, onion, cabbage, and mayonnaise. This keto recipe does not need to be complicated. 1 pound of roasted or fried chicken, 7 ounces of cabbage, half an onion, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, half a cup of mayonnaise, salt and pepper to taste. Shred the cabbage with a knife and place on a plate. Add finely chopped onions, chicken, and little mayonnaise. Add cabbage, sprinkled salt, pepper, and olive oil. It's brimming with lemon and crisp parsley and makes one of the yummiest dinners ever. 2 pounds of chicken drumsticks, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 5 to 10 cloves of sliced garlic, juice of 1 lemon, half a cup of chopped parsley, 4 tablespoons of butter. Preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 225 degrees centigrade. Arrange the chicken pieces in a baking pan that's greased with butter and salt and pepper. Add parsley, garlic, olive oil, and lemon juice over the chicken pieces. Bake the chicken pieces for 30 to 40 minutes until it turns golden brown and the garlic darker and simmered. Make sure to reduce the temperature when it's cooked. You can add some side dishes such as mixed greens. You can easily create keto recipes with a keto casserole, a powerful chicken formula that will make your entire family enjoy. The creamy sauce is healthy and stacked with yummy crazy pesto. 3/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream or sour cream, half a cup of cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of green pesto, juice of half lemon, salt and pepper to taste, 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 pounds of boneless chicken thighs with skin removed, 4 ounces of cherry tomatoes, 1 leek, 1 pound of cauliflower, 7 ounces of shredded cheese. Preheat the oven to 400 Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Blend cream and cream cheese along with pesto and lemon juice. You can sprinkle some salt and pepper to taste. Cut the chicken thighs into small pieces. Melt the butter. Add chicken and season with salt and pepper and fry until it turns golden brown. Place the chicken in a greasy baking dish and pour in the creamy blend. Chop the leek and half of cherry tomatoes into fine pieces. Cut the cauliflower into little pieces. Top the chicken with leek, tomatoes, and cauliflower. Sprinkle the cheese on top and heat for not less than 30 minutes or until the chicken is completely cooked. This is a genuine keto recipe serving of mixed greens. In our rendition, we don't hold back on the dressing or the Parmesan cheese. 10 ounces of chicken breasts, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, 3 ounces of bacon, 7 ounces of lettuce, 1 ounce of grated Parmesan cheese, half a cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of mustard, 2 tablespoons of anchovies finely chopped, 1 finely chopped garlic, salt and pepper to taste, juice of half lemon, 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese. Searching for a snappy and simple approach to begin your day? If you are looking for an easy and healthy breakfast, this keto recipe is perfect for you. Within a few minutes you can cook a mushroom omelette. 3 eggs, 1 ounce of butter for frying, 1 ounce of shredded cheese, 1/5 of onion, 3 mushrooms, salt and pepper to taste. Split the eggs into a bowl with a touch of salt and pepper. Take a fork and whisk the eggs till they become foamy and smoothie. If you like to add some spices, you can. Melt the butter and pour it in the egg. Add mushroom cheese. If you like to add onions, sprinkle them on the top. These astounding keto recipe nibbles are stacked with flavor and rethink style in a little bundle. They additionally include mayonnaise. 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of Tabasco, 1/4 a cup of mayonnaise, 1 pinch of salt, 8 strips of cooked and peeled or smoked salmon strips, and dill. Mildly boil the eggs for 8 to 10 minutes. Cool the eggs in an ice bath for a couple of minutes. Split the eggs into equal parts and scoop out the yolks. Mash yolks with a fork and add salt and mayonnaise. Using a spoon, add the blend to the egg white and top with dill. Do you have cheese, eggs and butter? Then you can prepare a delightful meal in a matter of moments. Bring enjoyment to your taste buds and keep your tummy full for a considerable length of time. 3 ounces of butter, 6 eggs, 7 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese, salt and pepper to taste. Whisk the eggs until they are smooth and marginally foamy. Add half amount of shredded cheddar cheese. Sprinkle some salt and pepper to taste. Blend with melted butter and let it settle for a couple of minutes. Lower the heat and keep on cooking until the egg is nearly cooked through. You have only 15 minutes to cook? Then this salad is ideal. 4 ounces of celery stalks, 2 scallions, 5 ounces of tuna in olive oil, 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, juice of half lemon, 1 teaspoon of mustard, 4 eggs, half a pound of lettuce, 4 ounces of cherry tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste. Chop the stalks and scallions into fine pieces. Add tuna, lemon, mayonnaise and mustard. Mix and combine them with salt and pepper to taste. Boil the eggs for 5 to 6 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes. Cool the eggs in cold waters and separate them into parts. Mix the eggs and the tuna mixture on the bed of lettuce. Include tomatoes and sprinkle of olive oil on the top. Sprinkle with pinch of salt and pepper to taste. This is a genuine food on a plate, comprising of chicken, green beans and butter. 7 ounces of green beans, 2 tablespoons of butter for frying, 1 roasted or fried chicken, 3 ounces of butter, salt and pepper to taste. Fry green beans and butter for a few minutes. Sprinkle salt and pepper to taste. Add the green beans, butter and chicken on a plate and serve. These keto recipes are composed of tuna, eggs, spinach and avocado. It also contains mayonnaise and lemon and is not that complicated to prepare. 4 eggs, 2 ounces of baby spinach, 10 ounces of tuna in olive oil, 1 avocado, half a cup of mayonnaise, half a cup of lemon, salt and pepper. Boil the eggs for 4 to 8 minutes. Place the eggs in cold waters and peel out the shells. Serve the eggs on a plate with spinach, tuna, mayonnaise, salt and pepper, and a piece of lemon. This keto version of exemplary omelette is surprisingly better than what they serve at the coffee shop. Overwhelming with scrumptious ham, pepper, and onion is a definitive combo, regardless it's breakfast, lunch, or supper. 6 eggs, 2 tablespoons of whipping or sour cream, salt and pepper to taste, 3 ounces of shredded cheese, 2 ounces of butter, half of finely chopped onion, half of finely chopped green bell pepper, 5 ounces of diced smoked deli ham. Whisk the eggs and cream until they are soft and fluffy. Include salt and pepper. Include half of the shredded cheese and blend. Soften the batter in a medium heat. Include the egg blend and fry until the omelette is firm. Be additionally careful not to overcook the edges. Reduce the heat. Sprinkle the remained cheese on the top and overlap the omelette. Serve right away. These peppers are small in size but strong in flavor. They are scrumptious and low in carb. 8 ounces of mini bell peppers, about 2 per serving. 1 ounce of air-dried thin-sliced chorizo. 1 tablespoon of thyme or cilantro. 8 ounces of cream cheese. Half or 1 tablespoon of mild chipotle paste. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 cup of shredded cheese. Heat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Split the peppers symmetrically and expel the center. Finely chop the herbs and the chorizo. Add spices, cheese, oil, chopped chorizo and herbs. Mix until they are soft. Add the blend to the peppers and arrange in a greased baking pan. Sprinkle the cheese on top. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes, or until the cheese is dissolved and brown. An ideal low-carb combination of eggs and meat, which is ideal for breakfast, lunch, or supper. 3 ounces of ground beef or ground pork, 2 eggs, 2 ounces of grated cheese. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Place the cooked ground meat blend in a little baking pan. Split and par the eggs. Add grated cheese as toppings. Bake for 15 minutes and let it cool. This is an easy and tasty keto recipe. 2 tablespoons of butter, 20 ounces of turkey breasts, 2 cups of whipping cream, 7 ounces of cream cheese, salt and pepper to taste, 1/3 cup of capers, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Melt half of the butter in a hot pan. Season the turkey and broil until it turns dark brown. Cook the turkey breasts in a microwave oven. When the turkey is cooked and has an interior temperature of at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 75 degrees Celsius, place on a plate and cover with foil. Place turkey drippings into a bowl. Add cream or cream cheese. Mix and boil. Lower the heat and make the stew get thick. Sprinkle a pinch of salt and pepper to taste. Our stick of béarnaise sauce is rich and effortless at its best. Béarnaise sauce. 4 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons of white wine vinegar, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of finely chopped tarragon, 10 ounces of butter, salt and pepper, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 ounces of lettuce, 8 ounces of quartered cherry tomatoes. Separate the egg yolks from the white and place them in a little bowl. In another little bowl, blend the vinegar, onion powder, and tarragon. Whisk the yolks with a hand blend until it's smooth. Melt the butter to mild temperatures. Carefully pour the butter to the yolks while whisking. Increase the whisking speed when the sauce starts to thicken. Mix the vinegar and spices. Sprinkle salt and pepper to taste. Keep the sauce warm. This is a straightforward interpretation of how to get your pizza fixed without the carbs. The ingredients are pepperoni, cheese, and tomato sauce. 3 tablespoons of unsweetened tomato sauce, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 5 ounces of shredded cheese, 1½ ounce of pepperoni, olives, 4 eggs, 6 ounces of grated cheese, preferably mozzarella or provolone, 2 ounces of leafy greens, 4 tablespoons of olive oil, sea salt and ground black pepper. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Split the eggs and mix with grated cheese. Spread the eggs and cheese on a baking sheet. If a round pizza is what you want, form 2 circles, as form a large rectangular pizza. Bake for 15 minutes until the pizza outside turns brown. Allow to cool for a few minutes. Set the oven temperatures to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 225 degrees Celsius. Add tomato sauce on the crust and place oregano on the top. Add shredded cheese toppings and sprinkle pepperoni and olives. Continue cooking the pizza for another 5 to 10 minutes or until the color changes to brown. Present with salad or greens. Keep everybody contented with this fantastic cheese-basted keto recipe jam. Any cook can get praises from this simple-to-use recipe. 3/4 cup of almond flour, 4 tablespoons of sesame seeds, 4 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1 tablespoon of ground psyllium husk powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 pinch of salt, 3 tablespoons of melted olive oil or coconut oil, 1 egg, 4 tablespoons of water, 8 ounces of cottage cheese, 7 ounces of grated cheese, half an onion finely chopped, 1 finely chopped garlic clove, 2 tablespoons of butter or olive oil, 20 ounces of ground beef or ground lamb, 1 tablespoon of dried oregano or dried basil, salt and pepper, 4 tablespoons of tomato paste or ajvar relish, half a cup of water. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Fry the garlic and onion in olive oil or butter. Include ground meat and continue browning. Add oregano or basil. Add salt and pepper to taste. Add tomato paste or ajvarerish. Add water. Blend all the ingredients in a food processor for a couple of minutes until the mixture transforms into a ball. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a handheld fork. Place a round bit of parchment paper in a greased pan. Spread the mixture in the greased pan. When the crust is molded, prick the base of the outside layer with a fork. Heat the crust layer for 10 to 15 minutes. Remove and arrange the meat in the outside. Blend curds and cheese together and layer over the crust. Mix cheese together and layer on the top of the crust. Bake for 30 to 40 minutes or until the crust has turned brown. This lavishing dish looks noteworthy, yet it is incredibly easy to make. The mix of eggs, spinach, bacon or hot dog makes this frittata colorful and delicious. 5 ounces of diced bacon or chorizo, 2 tablespoons of butter, 8 ounces of spinach, 8 eggs, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 5 ounces of shredded cheese, salt and pepper. Generous and hot like your dream, stacked with great goodness, this simple keto recipe dish will fulfill all your south of the finger longings. 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 2 ounces of butter, 3 tablespoons of Tex-Mex seasoning, 7 ounces of crushed tomatoes, 2 ounces of picot jalapenos, 7 ounces of shredded cheese, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 finely chopped scallion, 5 ounces of leafy greens or lettuce, 1 cup of guacamole. Take your preferred fast food feast and make it low carb and healthy by enclosing it with lettuce. We utilized our preferred cheeseburger and transformed it into a brisk, low-carb supper recipe. 7 ounces of bacon, 4 ounces of sliced mushrooms, 1/2 pound of ground beef, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 cup of shredded cheese, 1 lettuce. This vivid keto stir-fry dish isn't just simple to make, but also incredibly scrumptious. This crunchy pleasure may turn out to be one of your most loved meals. 1.5 pound of green cabbage, 4 ounces of butter, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar, 2 minced garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger, 1¼ pound of ground beef, 3 chopped scallions, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and mayonnaise.